I was not ready for Dragon Ball's first incredible villain. As I progressed through my first time walkthrough of the series, something really special happened during this chunk of episodes. As I've been enjoying everything I've seen up to this point, the introduction of our heroes, the tournament saga, and the Red Ribbon Army. The conclusion of the Red Ribbon Army might have changed me as a Dragon Ball fan, as someone who was fairly eager when it came time to watch a new episode, but that transformed into the need, the absolute desire, the need to know what happens next. I was finally breaking my normal one episode a day pace as the episodes started getting so juicy I had to know what happened next. And it turns out these are my favorite episodes of Dragon Ball yet. Labeled as the Commander Red Saga, these 11 chunks of episodes are just so good. I really had to sit on it to form my thoughts, and it all begins with the introduction of Dragon Ball's grandest villain yet. What I thought was going to be another flavor of the week turned out to be a tale of perseverance, patience, and what it means to grow stronger. And I cannot wait to yap about it, let me tell you. But before I get into it, let me know in the comment section below, do you have a favorite Dragon Ball villain? Someone who pops up on the screen and is just here to ruin everybody's day that you just love to see? I spoke about General Blue in my most recent video, about how his presence really improved the pace of Dragon Ball for me. But he's been quickly dethroned, and we're gonna talk about that right now. And while you're down there, please be sure to hit that like button. This part of the video is corporate mandated, and if I don't add it, they're gonna hit my family with a spirit bomb, so please help, thanks. This is the Commander Red Saga of the Red Ribbon Army. This is another one of those first episodes that acts as a transition for the rest of the arc. This time, Goku arrives in the land of Korin in search for the Dragon Ball. We stumble upon another Red Ribbon Army goon, Commander Yellow, causing up some trouble. Goku arrives and saves Upa, who is a local to the area. Upon reuniting with his father, Goku is finally able to locate his grandfather's Dragon Ball. On the other hand, we get more information on Captain Blue. I actually thought that last episode where he was in the phone booth was gonna be the end of it. Like, he got hit so hard by Aurelia that he literally got written off the show. But nope, he's still standing strong and returns back to the base with the Dragon Radar. But Commander Red is not satisfied with his performance. To offer him a chance at redemption, they are testing him with a battle against this brand new character that they have hired, Mercenary Tao. I mean, obviously my man Blue is gonna put some work in. He has this move that allows him to freeze his enemies in place. Like, how is he gonna possibly lose this?
Excuse me, what was that?
What? They killed my goat? This man didn't even last a few more episodes before they took him off the map? Oh my god, how could they do this to me? I look doofy talking about how much I like this character, only for this man to be taken out to the dome piece? I know this was necessary for them to set up the next threat, but damn, my man didn't even stand a chance. I think about how Goku really struggled with Captain Blue for a little bit, but here comes this random new man taking him out within just a few seconds. This is one of the hardest introductions to a villain I have ever seen. For starters, this outfit? Are you like kidding me? I love the theme of characters who absolutely busted down while wearing pink. And for him to have Kill You on his back, he's saying everything he needs to do. Mercenary Tao has been such a game changer in the scaling of Dragon Ball. Taking Captain Blue off the map like this, in such a rapid session, it really set the stage of what's to come. And the pace doesn't really let up from this moment. Every moment in each episode pushes the plot forward, and it really ramps it up. Not only in the conflict, but how silly Dragon Ball can be. Let's talk about this moment here with the pillar.
Boom! Bah! Pow!
The fact that he's completely unbothered by dismantling this. The fact that he throws it at such a force, it lands exactly where Goku is. What kind of math could you be possibly doing in real time? And they're talking about transporting him with a plane. He's like, that won't be necessary, and then flings He says, I'm sorry. He says that won't be necessary and then flings himself into the cosmos. I think it was this moment right here where I was like, damn, this dude is really on another level. He arrives in an explosive fashion and is just throwing hands with everybody. Daddy-O right here gets taken out within only a few minutes of screen time, impaled by his own spear and wiped out in front of his own son, and Tao doesn't even break a sweat. And this is when I was like, oh, Goku is not gonna let that stand. And I was absolutely right. This is gonna be like all the other fights before that. It might be a bit challenging for Goku, but it would still probably be really close. Like, how bad could it be? My boy is getting cooked. This wasn't even remotely close. The skill gap between them two seems so massive. This man takes a Kamehameha wave right to the face, gets all of his clothes melted off. He responds with sass and then a murder ray, to the point where the battle ends and it seems like Goku is just dead, fortunately being saved by his grandfather's Dragon Ball covering his heart. This was a pretty nice moment that came full circle, as the Dragon Ball that Goku has been hunting for this entire time ends up being the thing that saves his life. After getting super destroyed, Goku begins his climb, of Korin Tower, as the legend states that there's this magical water that will boost your strength drastically. Although the climb is long and dangerous, sitting with the feeling of shame of losing that battle and failing to defend his friend's father, Goku begins his ascent to the top. And I want to say, I think this entire moral might be the best thing I got out of Dragon Ball. It's a lesson that I got from this that I've never really gotten from any other media. So Goku makes it to the top, and now he needs to catch Korin in order to drink the water. Korin won't give Goku the water to grab unless he grabs it from him. Several days pass, and each day Goku is getting closer to grabbing the water. There's even a moment where Goku contemplates about taking the water while Korin is in his sleep, but he decides against it as it would be a shortcut and not the right way to handle it. Eventually, Goku does improve enough that he's able to grab the magical water, only to find that the water didn't have any special properties at all, but rather Goku had improved so much in an attempt to grab the water that he ended up getting the properties of said magical water within him all along. Goku worked hard and got his reward because he put the work in. It isn't until his rematch with Tao that we see how much he's actually improved. The match is so much closer this time around, this time looking like an entirely different Goku. He's spanking this man, so much so that Tao's like, damn, I might need this water too. He aborts the fight and scales the tower. Upon arrival, he takes the water through threats, but the water being nothing special, he loses the special growth that came with the journey. Korin even sets him up on the way down by giving him a cloud so he can't train on his way down, the cloud even then dropping him several feet below to the ground. Tao got all the work out without any of the buffs because he tried to take a shortcut. Now Tao is getting cooked the second time trying to take Goku out with a grenade, only for Goku to kick it right back, ending our time with this baddie. Everything about this exchange is what I got to appreciate about Dragon Ball. The idea that your hard work will pay off, no shortcuts, no skipping the work itself. It even got to a point where I started applying this to my everyday life. A little background, I like to bike in my free time. It's a lot of fun, plus it's great exercise. But recently I was biking up a hill and I wanted to get off the bike so bad. The hill was super steep and I was going up it, but I know the ride down once I get to the top is gonna be so nice. I wanted to stop and I wanted to walk the rest of the way, but then I thought to myself, what would Goku do? And it actually lit a fire inside of me. I started biking harder than ever before, the music started playing a bit louder, I was standing up, putting everything I could into pedaling. The only thing on my mind was making it to the horizon. And before I knew it, I was at the top of the hill enjoying my ride down because I earned it. Goku gave me that little extra push to be stronger because I know that's something he would do. Anyway, just something recent in my life that I wanted to share. With Tao out of the way, Goku is in pursuit of the final Dragon Balls in an attempt to bring back his friend's father, leading him directly to the headquarters of the Red Ribbon Army. And these last episodes are just Goku dismantling this entire operation piece by piece. He's literally zooming through these highly secure buildings and making them look like toys. I also want to mention our other characters for a moment, as Bulma finds out that Goku is heading right to the main base, and she immediately assembles everyone by letting them know that Goku is in trouble. And nobody asks any questions, they just spring into action to help out their homie. Even if it means a life or death operation, Bulma brought everyone together to assist. I mean, they do show up once the party is over, but we'll get to that. Commander Red is on his last line of defense, and he's trying to escape with the Dragon Balls, only for it to be revealed that he's wanted the Dragon Balls so he can wish himself to be taller, going through all of this trouble, all of this bloodshed and murder because he wants to add a few inches to his height. The older I get, the more I can see this being a much more reasonable wish. I don't know, some people treat short people like secondhand citizens, so I totally get the sentiment around this one, even though it's a little aggressive. Staff Officer Black ends up taking out Red because he's like, oh my god, that's so stupid. By the way, I did not know that this character's name is Staff Officer Black. I've talked about this before, it's an old anime, I see stuff like this all the time, but they called the one black dude black. I mean, they did color coordinate all of the other commanders though. Anyway, I just thought that was pretty funny. His final clash with Goku is also pretty enjoyable, to the point where he's ready to blow up the entire army just to get to Goku, only for Goku to kick the rocket back, saving everyone. When Goku lunges into the mech's chest and he screams out, "This is for all of my friends," and tears right through him, what a satisfying moment. And it concludes with our friends arriving at the last moment. There's a reunion and they all plan to work together to find the final Dragon Ball. This felt like one of those bunch of episodes that if the series ended right here, I would be pretty satisfied. After everything that happened with the Red Ribbon Army, it was such a good feeling seeing Goku finally bring them down. No more head operations, and it looks like it's finally time to head into the future. There's a moment at the end where everyone is talking about Goku and how strong, maybe even potentially invincible he is. Everyone is looking at him for inspiration, with Krillin and Yamcha wanting to follow him in aspirations of improving. And isn't that why we all watch the series? To see how far the best of the best can go to get to the top, to see how much we can endure before we are forced to break our limits. Also, I'm a little less than halfway done with the show. I know there's still so much to go, but I'm already nostalgic about this path I've taken. I'm excited to see what other lessons Goku and friends can teach me on the path. We're heading into the Fortune Teller Baba saga, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I do want to say there is a moment during the Korin Tower episodes where there's these vases that show images of the past, present, and future, and one of them shows an image of an old lady floating foreshadowing there. I'm not sure if this is Fortune Teller Baba, but if it is, that's some dope foreshadowing right there. But this is definitely my favorite bit of Dragon Ball so far. I'm sorry if these videos have been taking me a little bit to get done. My life has been pretty crazy behind the scenes, so it's been harder to get these videos done, but we will try and keep the ball rolling. Also, I cannot wait to keep watching more episodes. I told myself no more Dragon Ball until I finish a video, but here we are, video finished, so I cannot wait to boot up some more. What did you think of the Red Ribbon Army? I know a lot of people were fairly excited for me to finish this one. It's a good feeling when the comment section is saying stuff like, the best is yet to come. You mean it gets better than Mr. Kill You right here? I cannot wait. See you guys next time for the Fortune Teller Baba Saga. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and stay awesome.